I use this tiny elastic, this half-inch elastic, to achieve this 2 inches waistband for my shorts. As you can see that the waistband also has rope in it. So I found this method on TikTok and I decided to try it out and also share it with you guys. This method is very simple compared to using a 2 inches elastic. Compared to using the 2 inches elastic, it is very simple, it is very easy to make, and this is what the outcome looks like. As you can see that it came out perfect. So in this video I'll be teaching you how to achieve this waistband, and if you are interested in the tutorial of this shorts that I'm putting on, you can also let me know in the comment section and I will upload it after this tutorial. So if you haven't liked this video, please like, comment, share, subscribe, and let's get right into the tutorial. Welcome guys, like I said earlier, I will only be explaining the waistband in this video. So in another video, if you are interested, I'll be sharing with you how to achieve these beautiful shots. So the first thing you do is to measure the circumference of your shorts, like measure everything. If you have to measure it all round, like round, just to get the perfect measurement, please make sure you do that so that you can get the perfect waist measurement of your short. So keep that aside. Then after you've gotten the measurement, you cut out a fabric. So for me, I'm using another fabric for the waistband. So you cut exactly your measurement with half-inch on both ends to join them together. Then the wideness of this band is 5 inches. You know we are working with 2 inches band, so you need to cut 5 inches. So when you fold it, you have 2.5 and you'll be using half to join it to your trouser, so you are left with 2 inches. So now it is time to join, but we will not just be joining the side together like everything, so we'll leave some space in between. So the first thing to do is to note half-inch here, just mark half-inch here. Then the next thing is to measure about 2 inches, just 2 inches here. Then the remaining part here, you will close it up. If you notice, so you will close 2.5 inches, you leave 2 inches opening, then you close half-inch, so you have a space of 2 inches here. If you don't understand, please just rewatch this side so that you can understand, because it is very important. And for my rope, so I've already cut out my fabric for my rope, and this fabric is about 1.5 inches wide, and the length can be your desired length. In case you don't want to use a rope, you can also use a drawstring. You can also use a jogger's rope or a drawstring. So guys, after sewing, you make sure you top stitch to the right and you also top stitch to the left so that this opening can be very free. So the next thing to do now is to fold your band. So you fold your band into two, and if you want to iron it, you can iron it down, or you can iron it later after fixing it to your trouser. So just make sure you fold it. So when you fold, you should have something like this. As you can see, the opening at this side. So the opening will be at the right side, while the place that is closed will be fixed at the wrong side of the fabric. What I'm trying to say is that this part that has the opening will be the part that will be outside, because that's where we'll be passing the elastic and the rope through it. So this is what the opening looks like, as you can see. So now it's time to fix this band to the trouser. So you can either secure this band by stitching it with just 1/4 inch round, or if you can just fix it directly on your trouser and there will not be issue, just go ahead and fix it. But make sure you match the center that has the opening, to the center of the short, like the center front of the short. Then you sew it all around. So this is what I have. As you can see, the opening is outside here, and as you can see, the inside, I already overlock the edges. So you sew it all around. You don't need to leave any space, just sew it all around. So we'll be passing the elastic and the rope through this opening at the front. So the next thing we'll do is to sew on this band. So you divide this, you know it is 2 inches, divide it into 3 equal measurements. Then you sew 2 lines, like the first line and the second line. You divide it into 3. Then when you are sewing, you are only sewing twice on this band. So this is what I have. As you can see that I have 3 space here, though I only sew twice on it, but I have 3 space there. So before you pass in your elastic or your rope, make sure that you pass a safety pin inside and see if it will go freely in it. If it will go freely, definitely when you are passing your elastic, it will also go freely. So whatever your waist measurement is, you will deduct 3 inches from your waist measurement. So let's assume your waist measurement is 26, so you will deduct 3 from it, so you have 23 inches. Then you cut 2 or 3 elastic. So if you want the all the spaces on your band to be elastic, you cut 3 elastic. But if you want to replace one side with rope, you can cut 2 elastic, and you can also cut 3 elastic and still place rope in between the elastic, in between the middle part. That is, the middle part we have an elastic and rope. But if you just want 2 elastic and 1 rope, that's also fine. So you decide what you want. So I want to add 2 elastic and 1 rope, so the rope will be at the center. So this is what I'm working with. So now can start with any one of it, but we'll be starting with the elastic. So you pass the elastic into the opening, that is the opening at the top. Then you move your elastic all through. So after passing up the elastic round, you go ahead and secure it. So the way I'll be securing my elastic is by tying it. I like to secure it by tying. So just go ahead and tie, or if you want to use your sewing machine to just sew on top of the elastic, that's also fine. But me, I'll be tying my elastic, and when I'm tying, I like to drag it very well so that I can know that this is very, very secure. I know it cannot loosen back. So now we are done with the first line. So if you notice that the knot you tied on the elastic is showing, please, you can use a needle or something to just push that knot inside so that it can close up, so that that part can close up. So the next thing I'll be doing now is to fix the another elastic, but this one will be at the third line, so the center will still be empty because I'll be fixing the rope later. So you pass the elastic through this. In case you are working with, let's say, a black fabric, you can just use a black elastic. You know, there are 2 colors of this elastic. You can just use any color of elastic. I feel black will blend well with this kind of waist, with this kind of waistband. So also knot the second one, and please drag. I like to drag this so that I can know if this will loosen out or not. So when you fix this, also use your needle or something to push the knot inside, because the knot will not easily go inside. Just use a needle to push it inside and you are fine. So now that's for the middle layer, which is the last one I'll be fixing. So I'll be fixing my rope at the middle space here. So you pass your safety pin also at the edge of the rope, then you pass it through this part here. Like I said, you can have an elastic at this part and also have a rope there if that's what you want. But I just want 2 elastic and 1 rope, because if you pass an elastic there, it will just be insignificant, and you can just make all the space there with elastic, like elastic all through. So now I've passed the rope, and this is what it looks like. So in this method, I noticed that the rope at the waistband is very, very effective compared to the other method. So you can use the rope on your trouser to adjust the waist. This rope can adjust your waist and make it tighter. So the rope is very, very good. So if you add a rope, it's very, very good. So this is what it is looking like. This is what the band is looking like, and it came out very well. This is very easy compared to using that 2 inches elastic band. To me, this is very, very easy, stress free, and it is very easy to fix, very easy to sew, and everything is just neat. So now I'm done with my shorts. Like I said, if you want a detailed tutorial of this shorts, let me know in the comment section and I will upload the video after this tutorial. So thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, like, comment, share, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.